Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to just run around to see what kind of sanity effects might befall us. I'm really hoping for one or two. In this episode, well, that's one of them. Oh, geez, that's terrible. Look at that. Something tells me that that's not actually what a stretched torso skin would look like, but hey, I mean, you gotta kind of know what you're looking at all the same. Yeah, we've already been in here. I don't think there's anything left for us, really. At least not in terms of items we can collect. We're about to get into the chapter with Dr. Edward Roivas. Possibly, if you structure this movie, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you structure this game kind of like an old movie, then I think Dr. Roivas would actually be the third most important character. You got your bad guy, you got the good guy, and you have the guy that the bad guy kills that starts off the good guy's really awesome summer blockbuster rampage. And that would be Dr. Roivas. If you don't remember, he died at the beginning of the game. And that's prompting this entire mess. Yeah, for formality's sake, I'm also heading over to the secret room because it's kind of, I don't know, it feels right. If anything suddenly happens, people start busting down the door, they're actually, yes, they would find this place because the secret's already up. You know, the hallway's already opened up. Anyway. Here it is again. Just hit Control-Alt-Delete over and over and over.
Is it really happening?
Which is not something that you can do on a console, of course. Anyway, let's get into A Legacy of Darkness. With Dr. Edward Roivas, the Professor of Pain. The Devourer of Women Everywhere. Rhode Island's rascal himself. No introduction because he's yeah, there he is.
In psychiatry did not prepare me.
Nothing would have prepared you, buddy.
I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zellertath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulioth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
Ah, yes. We are now playing as Dr. Edward Roivas. I believe we were just reading the book that is now on the mantle. I don't know why he put it back. Journal of Family History rests on the mantle as if used recently. How curious! Now let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, hey, check that out. Liquid Courage. A small flask of the old sauce. Liquid Courage. A magical elixir. Magic. To power one's spirit in the face of adversity. Bottoms up. Using this will regain sanity. He has a pretty good sanity meter, so I don't know how necessary that's going to be. But wouldn't it be awesome if Liquid Courage was actually a booze brand? That must exist out there. Maybe they should know about this game. Nah, I mean, who would you sue at this point? This is the historical thing that he was just reading. That has the early history of the Roivas family, dating before the settlers came to this land. There appears to be something pressed between the pages, kind of like maybe a bookmark. Should I get it out? The minute hand of the clock. And we know already exactly what we're going to have to do, don't we? Because we did this earlier. We had to set that clock. But here's an FMV, just in case you need clarification. It's a ghost, wearing clothes.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Set the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
You know, if I were Mr. Maximilian Roivas, I probably would have just said, set the clock to 3:30. Why, I know you're going after a feel, you know, but, God. I don't know why these little things tend to bother me, but they do. Dang it. Be practical with your speech. Anyhow, we have to find, I mean, out of formality, I suppose we could just go check the grandfather clock. The looming grandfather clock, blah, 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 blah. Edward must find the clock hands so that he can set it properly to 3:33. You know, this game has so affected me. Maybe not to such a great degree, but it's affected me to such a point that if I ever find a broken clock or a broken watch or whatever, I'm gonna set it to 3:33. I've done that before. I've literally done that before. It's a little curious. Anyhow, I believe it's gonna be in this room that we find, I mean, yes, some shotgun shells. And some elephant gun ammunition. The elephant gun in here, by the way, is a special gift if we can do something really right. Something that's coming up rather soon. And it's a little bit on the tricky side. But, I'm gonna give that a shot. Really, really hoping I'm gonna be able to get that. The elephant gun is super, super, super powerful. As you can imagine, a super powerful elephant gun would have to be. Maybe we can look at this, actually. Box of .50 3-inch nitro cartridges. That's 50 caliber? Is that right? Jesus Christ, 50 caliber rifle. Jeez, is that some flicker in there? Anyway, we have the historical journal. It's completely unimportant because of the one thing that we need from it. the hour hand. Okay. Now, for safety's sake, I happen to remember. I'm gonna go over here and grab a... Let's see, where is it? I think it's in here anyway. Ah, there it is. The sword that Max used. I think the devs of this game had kind of as much of an appreciation for the weapons used in this game as they did for the characters that wielded them. Take, for example, the two-handed, two-edged sword that Anthony used, and then Peter Jacob used, and before that, Paul Luther, I should say. 3 of them used the same sword, or at least the same model. I'm gonna presume it's the same sword. And here again, we got the saber that Max used, that the stud muffin himself over here is gonna use. Okay, now we got that. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use it. I think this is a pretty gun-heavy chapter. But I feel better having it. Ah, that was weird. It was like Max got into his walk cycle before he started motion. You know, did you see how he put that leg back? That's not right. I mean, he's a ghost, so maybe I can allow it, but...
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste and death.
Yeah, that's actually a point that I wanted to bring up earlier. He is wearing the clothes that he died... Sorry, no. Getting ahead of myself. He's wearing the clothes that we played, that he was wearing when we were playing him as a character, but he died in an asylum. He wasn't wearing those clothes. It makes me wonder sometimes, like, I mean, ghost stuff is all theory to begin with, I believe, but, like, if you were to die and, you know, become a ghost, do you gain some kind of, like, imprint? like how you expect you want it to look, kind of like a matrixy thing. Anyway. Tome of Eternal Darkness. Oh yeah, and that spell I picked up earlier. Of course. This spell, I believe, will give us unlimited of whichever pool we choose. So we could have unlimited mana for a little bit, unlimited sanity, unlimited, I think, health too? But to be honest, I've never found a need to use that spell, so I'm not completely certain. Anyway, we have the Tome of Eternal Darkness. The game is afoot. Remember I was saying just before that there's this thing I need to do right? Actually, I'm gonna enchant item on, let's see, I think it's this one. And I'm gonna do it. I don't have a bigger gun, huh? No. Okay, the revolver it is. I am now carrying, functionally, a cannon. And you'll see why I'm gonna need it real soon. Real soon. Well, maybe not quite as soon as I thought. Just about now? There, yes! Now that's an awesome kind of vampire. Sucks the blood right out of you using magic! And then they turn into some kind of, ugh. They at least look like they're seriously hungover. I mean, they're really super dehydrated. They had their blood sucked out. It could be a legitimate kind of hangover. Anyway, we gotta chase this guy down. I have a pretty good idea where he's going, but at least we can follow him. We can hear him, and we can see him flash every once in a while. I don't know if that's the emulator being wonky, or if... There. If we can save that servant, I gotta do it. Hang on. Let me try. Buddy! Okay, now I gotta run around because this guy is legitimate. Yeah. Okay. This guy can totally kill me right now. No, I don't want that. Ah, come on. Ah! No, I don't want to hit my friend, but that guy has that key I need. Ooh, okay, good. Wow, sweet. We actually made it. Alright. So we gotta remember this. He's in the basement and he runs back to this kind of stone thing. Let me reload before it's necessary. There. Sir, shaken by his brush with death, the servant gives him his thanks. He warns that the creature might still be around, and extra firepower would be handy. Reminded by his own words, he fishes a key from his pocket and gives it to me. The gun cabinet key! Yeah, I should probably take a moment and recover to a pretty reasonable degree. Good stuff. Now at this point, I don't give a hoot who this bad guy kills, because I'm gonna have the one thing that I really need. I think from here on in, if every servant that we save, they're gonna give us, like, I don't know, ammo or useless things. I don't know. All things are useless compared to the elephant gun. Look at that thing. This thing is meant to bring down giant monsters. The function allows the character to change the fire selector on guns. Yeah, this is the one time we're ever going to need this. I can shoot both bullets, or I can shoot one bullet at a time. But, I don't know how necessary that's going to be. See, now, alright, let me check. I got 24... 24 unfair bullets. I'm going to enchant the elephant gun to make it even more unfair. You on the elephant gun. Yeah. this guy is going to get completely blown away. I just need to find him. I don't think it's right away that he runs out. I think he gives us just a little bit of breathing room. I would be able to hear him running around. Yes. So for the time being, we may as well run around ourselves. And by the time he reaches one of the servants, we're going to see it in a little cutscene. Kind of like what we saw before. So is there any more elephant gun ammunition? I would appreciate oh, wait. No, I think I heard him. Yeah, I can definitely hear him. Okay, he must be going upstairs. Yeah. Okay, and he's going left. Alright, make a move, buddy. Perfect! And he has his back to me as soon as I open the room. Open the door to the room. Holy shit! That was not exactly what I wanted, I'll be honest. I shot clear through the bad guy. And removed the torso from my servant. Oh boy. That's how powerful this gun is. Alright. But you see how powerful this gun is, eh? It throws a man backwards. That's how strong it is. How's my... Okay, man is not so bad. I'm gonna... Whoops. Nope. I'm gonna recover to a... Yeah. I don't want to be super wasteful. I just want to be able to run around. Now, what's gonna have to happen in this fight with that vampire sort of thing is eventually I'm gonna wear it down and it's going to drop the other half to that key. But we have to let the guy breathe. We have to... This is just this part of the chapter. And I'm really hoping that's going to happen fairly soon. Once again, I think there's going to have to be some breathing room. Is this lady still aggressive? She looks aggressive. Yeah. We're going to leave her there, though. She's not going to hurt anybody in the library. It's only Edward Roivas who's interested in books. Let's see. Yeah, we still only... Yeah. Open up, you jerk! Since it took 2 bullets last time, we're gonna try this. Mmm. Delicious manna, huh? Hey! You dick! Where are you? Yeah! Okay, maybe that was a mistake. Ah! Yep, maybe that was a mistake. Ah, look, he's already staggered. Okay, buddy. Ah! In its desperation to escape from Edward, the vampire creature drops the other half of the key onto the floor. Alright. This is about to be it, but we gotta recover a bit first. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can see that the timer is perfectly set to the end of 1 episode. Stay tuned for part 2. We're going to take on that vampire. We're gonna take on the vampire, and I don't know what's next, but we're gonna keep using the elephant gun, that's for damn sure. Thank you for joining us.